no!
Where did she go?
Are we live?
Yes, she was.
Hi, everybody.
She
Welcome
was
to Fair
right here.
Wanderings. My name's Michael. I'm your GM. This is Lily. That's Smooth Mage.
She was
and...
right here.
We can never just get a clean intro, can we? Have we had one on this show that wasn't just a mess?
She disappeared in the half second that it took me to click to the next scene.
That's Evie. And she's typing. My computer just freaked out. Resetting.
All right,
well, let's use this moment to talk about things.
We're
all still basically in our cameras, so like we're okay.
It's fine. It's not like she's the MacGuffin of the story or anything.
She's actually not. She's just the one that. She's just the important one so far. To be fair, okay, never mind. I can't go into that. That's spoilery. Like, here's the deal: if you were any type of powerful entity, and someone said you could have control over a half angel, royal, dragon bloodline sorcerer, wouldn't your immediate reaction be like, "That seems like it'll be powerful. I want to have that."
Yeah.
It's not even that she's a princess. It's that she's all those things at once.
Right.
That just make her desirable to every evil faction in the game.
Right. Well, yeah, the weird dragon shit was like the reason I came after.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say came after because that sounds like I'm a villain.
And the weird noble shit is why Echo's there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess.
Are you sure? I'm a survivalist, and I just feel bad for these poor unfortunate fools.
I guess we can chat about us. We can do our intros while we're waiting for Evie to come back.
Yes.
So hi, I'm Lily. Welcome to Play to Find Out Fair Wanderings. It is our 8th episode. We've had a couple weeks off for just stuff. One of them, I just got home from work and just was out of it. So we had a skippy week that week. Last week, some stuff came up IRL. For some other people, so we had that. But we're back. We're good. We're here. Let's see. I don't think anything big has happened to me in the last couple weeks. Yeah, just doing other stuff, other shows that we have that I'm on. Been editing some things for release for later. So that'd be cool when that becomes more of a thing. That'll be a while though. We're doing a not a streamed show. It'll be a podcast show, and that'll be like eventually a thing. But we have to be like ahead of a while so we can have a release window of things. So that'll be a while. It's in the works. It's super cool. Besides that, I think it's the regular old stuff. Other shows.
There's an Evie back.
Games. Evie's back! Yay! Dom, can you turn your camera off and on?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm a Smooth Mage. I do stuff on the internet. Currently, in my life, I picked up a second job because I wouldn't get enough hours at the pharmacy, and I was like, "Hey, you need a cook?" And my other boss was like, "Yeah, my wife owns a restaurant. You want to cook there?" And I'm like, "You know what? Hell's yeah." Do they feed me? They're like, "Yeah, we feed you food." I was like, "You know what? That's about right. I get paid and I get fed, so I don't have to worry about my food for the day."
Heck yeah!
And I'm working like 6 times a week now, which is like a little bit on a burner, but in about 2 months I'm going to MomoCon, which is a con in my area. So I'm gonna have all my money set up and be like, I want that giant Japanese sword. Give it to me. Hey, I want you to sign my death note. Here you go.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun on a bun. D&D wise, I had a talk with one of my GMs on the server. He was like, Dominic, I know technically you could run an aboleth as a counter, but I'm feeling that would be too powerful for the group. I'm like, well, technically, I'm within the rights of the CR system. But if you let me bring back one of my old bad guys from a previous campaign, a.k.a. the one with MPO used to GM with and not halfway TPK the party, you know what I'm talking about, that harpy that was half dragon everybody got pissed off at. It was pretty hilarious how it went.
It wasn't actually that hard.
It wasn't. It's just that they They did everything wrong.
Every time we bring up this fight, I'm always like, she wasn't that hard. My party were just idiots, and I was the only one that was like, oh, I'm gonna sit behind my shield and just like not interact.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like you killed the guy that could tell you about the harpy. You turn him to you send him the zombie to combat with the MacGuffin sword. She killed the zombie because it's only like a few hit points. Picked up the sword and said, "I had the power." Summoned the ghost of her dead lover and continued to wreck their shit.
Are we talking about the same harpy?
No, that
Because
was
I don't remember that.
No, that was the harpies. This is the harpy, the group that was after y'all.
Oh, clearly.
The harpies that y'all fought was the bards that kept trolling y'all. Y'all kept coming back, which was like, why would y'all come?
Clearly, you like harpies.
Hey,
They're kind of a fun monster, to be honest.
Hey, harpy feather duster.
Heck yeah.
I'm just a
All right.
nerd,
It's okay. So
and I can't wait till this comes out. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Buy
believe
me
it
a
exists.
Hey, I'm gonna buy a PS3 before when I'm an old man and Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and I'll be like, I got my PS4 for it. I waited such a long time. Also, getting me a Switch just for one game, Pokemon.
Awesome, cool. Could you turn your cam off and on? Just to, and it'll make everything okay.
Which one? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I make enough cash to spend my money on ginger ale beer.
Nice.
And Evie, closing. Did Evie cut off her camera?
Did we lose Evie again? Yeah, she's frozen.
No.
So, Andrella blacks out.
Michael, how about you do your intro while we let Evie figure things out?
Oh, I've been good. I've been working a whole bunch the past couple of weeks. I've been having a lot of fun with working on some game design stuff. I've been doing game design streams every couple days. I designed some cool new rule systems that I might implement into this game later. My goal is to design an entire weather system for like major climates. So I'm doing extreme cold, temperate, extreme heat, and ocean. And right now I just finished Under the Hateful Sun, which is the desert version. So that's fun. And if you really want to check that stuff out, it's available on my Patreon.
Yeah.
Which I made.
Patreon? That sounds interesting, sir.
Cool, good.
Yeah, I created a Patreon to help support my game design stuff. I'm about halfway to my first month goal already, and I launched about 10 days ago. So I'm feeling pretty good. My dog's scratching on the door. I'm going to let her in. Evie, go.
Man, satisfaction.
Yes, Evie, are you good? Is everything okay?
I don't know. I hope the answer is yes.
Okay.
But I don't know.
All right. Well, hope it's good. Dom, can you go off and on one more time?
Are you sure?
Evie, do not crash.
I dropped Evie. Okay,
I'm
I'm doing
not
the thing.
crashing. It's that because I've moved. I'm in a new apartment. The internet is a little bit. I'm not sure. Not sure what the deal with the internet here is. It seems like it might be kind of bad. But also I set my computer up differently, and getting everything back together and back in working order is being somewhat problematic.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're putting down, Home Skillet. I know the struggle.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Cool. Well, you moved, so that was a big thing. Anything else big or cool?
No.
Oh, and I published
my entire
Aristaya.
life-
I published Aristaya. That's something I forgot. I'm sorry. Go, Lily. Go, Evie. I'm sorry.
Michael.
I'm so
What the hell?
tired. It's been a long day.
Under pressure.
So yeah, no, my past 2 weeks have pretty much been consumed entirely by moving. It was a horrible experience. But
Did stuff just go wrong, or was it
least-
just you had a bunch of stuff to move, or like?
both?
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And apparently having things in boxes stresses me the fuck out.
Oh.
And having lots of boxes around stresses me the fuck out.
Oh.
So that was a thing.
Sure.
And I
you
just
told
got my
me.
computer set back up, which is apparently that's where my home is. My home's not where my heart is. My home's where my hard drives are.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So you're telling me I should never invite you to my house because we have boxes everywhere.
All right, so Echo, I'm sure you said something great and funny, but a thing that I've been experiencing since trying to get on this evening is that for me, your guys' audio is glitchy.
Huh.
Weird.
This might be a problem.
Well, it's mostly.
We'll just have to
working.
play
Can't hear
Andrella.
you. What's going on?
Is it when two people talk at once? Is that maybe it?
I see mouths moving.
You can't hear us right now?
I'm gonna try something else.
Evie. Change your speaker output. Change your output.
Oh, you gotta type it.
Change.
Goodness gracious.
Sweet googly moogly.
So, do you want me to start doing a recap? Because I know Evie's like rewatched it like 4 times.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure Evie's probably good. We'll let her try to figure some
Are you
stuff
two
out.
good?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, just for the sake of the sake. Try like what last time at least.
Last time, you spoke with the King of Winters, made some type of arrangement involving the acquisition of hair, the color of a black opal, from some woman that lives in the valley where you are currently located.
Sure.
He was kind of a dick to Kirkall, but that really doesn't matter because Kirkall's an NPC. But once you return there, Andrella and Echo will have to stay in the Feywild for 3 days, which can actually be very, very dangerous.
Whatever, it's gonna be
Fine.
amazing.
No, you're fine.
Beyond that, there were some like really good scenes between Andrella, but basically between all the characters in camp, like dealing with the emotional trauma of their lives and how weird this situation is. Oh, did we lose? Did we lose Smooth?
Murdering about.
No.
Well, yeah. And then Andrella turned into a were-rat because.
Yes, that was a thing.
Luckily, y'all didn't find me because apparently that would have been bad.
They would have had to fight you, is what would have
Right,
had to
yeah.
happen.
I would have put you non-lethally down. It was fine.
I don't
It's
know.
like I'm doing non-lethal. She's not going down. Her DR's too great. I can't rage. I'm down.
Yeah, I don't want it to go like that.
Right?
so
Yeah, that'd be really bad. That'd be
we had to
really
roll
bad.
me.
The worst.
we had to
You know how
roll-
bad it would be is if Andrella accidentally gave you all lycanthropy too.
We
Well,
would have been a
then
rat
we'd just
pack.
be a group of were-rats.
Yeah, then we would just
Overall
say
being
screw
were-rats.
I would
And
watch
then-
that campaign,
You
actually,
know what?
to be
Better
honest.
yet, it would have been more interesting because we became anti-heroes of the thing. We'd be like, screw the thing. We're just gonna go around murdering people and make our own evil campaign.
Oh, that would change. I mean, that's totally within the scope of this campaign. It's a sandbox.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fucked up sandbox too.
Oh no, it would have been fucked up. I would have felt bad for you as a GM, but at the same time, it's definitely creative. And we would be the good type of neutral evil, the kind that we don't screw over our party members just for the sake of. I'm talking about good in the sense of we're not going to go murder.
The enjoyable kind.
There we go, the enjoyable kind.
So
it's fine. It didn't happen anyways, so we're all good.
Yeah, it did work out.
The better timeline, I like to call it.
Yeah.
So
it is not the darkest timeline.
okay, I just want to bring this up real quick because I noticed it while I was doing some prep for this game. So this is the ogre entry, and it talks about how badass and terrifying ogres are.
Sure.
You know, there's CR3.
Even though they're CR3. And then the black pudding entry is an ogre just getting owned.
Yeah.
Like 2 pages later. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's just like they're not CR2s. They one if you think I think they're CR2s like in the book, but they don't feel like CR2s.
Black puddings are CR4s. Black puddings are scary.
Yes, I fought one. I watched my caster die from one, and I couldn't do a damn thing.
Puddings are some of my favorite monsters. I'm just going to tell you all that now.
Pudding is one of my favorite desserts.
Whenever I can, like if you go back into Icon, I'm just going to tell you now, there were definitely some black puddings hurled over the walls during the siege. There just were.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
Biological warfare.
Wow,
and the princesses would have sent us into
awful.
And we would have been terrified. I would have been like, you know what, princess? Take the princess to run, because I'm not walking away from this.
Wow.
All right, so
Seadrins suck.
Cadrians.
No, my thing is, how do you capture that after you chuck it in there?
Big bottle.
They don't.
They don't. But you have to keep them somehow contained. To
Well,
keep
it's like an ooze, right? So in theory, you could like put it in a barrel and like seal said barrel.
But you have to catch it after the fact. That's the thing.
I don't think you get to catch it. I think you just throw it over the wall and it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, do you just breed
Friendly
them?
fire is a thing that the kid.
Do they have a breeding program for this? That they just grow it and just like put them in bottles and just like, not our problem anymore.
Yeah, it's like the most fucked up kombucha ever.
Oh, easy. You just throw a bunch of dirt on it. It becomes mud. Then you turn mud to stone. Boom.
You know what? That's not bad.
I feel like it's more of a. Hey Lego. I feel like it's more of a. They caught one and then they just like cut it up into chunks
That's
and then fed it until it grew, and that's how they did it. Like that's how it works in my mind.
No,
So
it's a great idea.
Exactly. It's a kombucha. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
But the mechanic behind it makes me curious. The curiosity, like, because you have to feed the mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anyway, so
we are in
your head
we are in
of how to screw
a
people
place.
You are in a place. You've been trapped in this place for 4 days as a result of blizzards.
Oh yeah, we basically just like set up our our good tents and are just like huddled up. I guess
none of you all have tents.
No,
Hercule built you a shelter.
Oh yeah, he built us a shelter. I forgot.
You were sleeping on the
the cart under a pile of were
right,
bunny.
Because I was like up
pelts.
for like 3 days.
Yeah, you were sleeping off your exhaustion, and then when I had a crazed god dream vision and went running around in the snow for a little bit, everybody just joined us in the hut to like stop being cold.
Right.
Yeah, we're just like, you see the lovely couples at one corner, me in the other corner kind of playing with this box. That's kind of,
I don't think it's big enough for separation like that.
It got expanded. You guys are basically all cuddled together for warmth at this point. Because it's cold.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep.
So what's everybody doing? Echo's playing with a new little box he hasn't figured out how to open yet.
Oh, I know what it is, but I'm like feeding the box stuff.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh boy, snow adventure.
There we go. Okay.
So, yeah. So periodically you'll see Echo like put something near the keyhole of the box and they'll just hear like a, and then that's it, and then it'll just keep going. Kurgal's out of it. Andrella, I'm assuming, is also kind of out of it. Cecilia is probably having some problems because she's cold-blooded.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I'm
offered
especially,
her
like-
as a snuggle buddy, but she denied my snuggleness.
I am accepting of any warmth.
You know it's okay. Then you'll be my snuggle buddy for the evening.
Yes.
The lovely couple could be over there.
Well, I mean, if Echo's being
Weird.
busy, then I might be doing some of the checks on the horses because we were doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we had to do that periodically, make sure they don't
Yeah.
die horribly.
Right.
Yeah, because I'd been helping you with that since it
Yeah,
wasn't
you're-
as big a deal to me to go outside.
Yeah, you're cold resistance. You're not as. It's not as painful for you. For me, I just have a lot of hit points, so I can survive the longest.
And I'm cold-blooded.
You say that. You stay in the hut. You're fine over there. You're our very important teammate that heals us.
Are both orcs cuddling you to keep you warm at this point?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kirkle's a little bit awkward about it.
Oh no, Coco, it's fine.
Kirkle, you've heard me do far worse than this.
It's true.
That was before I got married.
Did you say that while I'm in the room?
You were out, right?
Okay, all right, yeah, I'm outside. Better be. Holy shit. There's gonna be a whole thing that goes on if you say those words.
So
I mean, if you're in the room, you're in the room.
So I went outside. And
What do you think's more interesting?
Cecilia was getting her cuddle buddy situation figured out while I was outside working with the horses.
Uh-huh.
Yep. See, we're friends here. We're all friends.
It's not even for anything like that. It's just I am not built for this kind of weather.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell you the truth, I don't think any of us are built for this kind of weather.
Well, except for the princess.
Oh, yeah.
She can just walk out without the coat on.
But
I
that dragon.
probably have a jacket on it.
Right,
No,
like a light
actually,
jacket or something.
I mean, she'll
No.
still take damage, is the thing.
No,
right?
no. So since the incident at the hut, the old lady's hut, with Raspin's bracelet, I have been wearing the cloak actually.
Mm.
Except for that one time in the Feywilds.
Well, because
Okay,
know,
2 times in the Feywilds.
Hey.
But yeah, so I have the cloak on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raspin's winter cloak.
Nice. Cool.
Has anyone else noticed that these storms are weird?
What
Fey magic.
what is so
I
weird
come in
about
the
them?
door and I'm like, hey, you guys, the storms seem kind of weird.
What is so weird about them?
They're not very natural. They feel weird.
I mean, I was talking about the fact that they only happen during the day, and at night it's perfectly clear.
Oh my God! Why don't we travel during night and sleep during the day?
You ever tried traveling at night? It's not exactly easy.
Well,
Well,
I
we'll
have
do
dark
it.
vision. She has dark vision.
Our horses don't.
Oh, that's fine. They'll be fine. I'm pretty
You
sure
can
they
guide
beat
them.
the snow.
We will walk the horses and get them to go slowly. It'll be fine. We should start moving though.
Is it, what do you think is causing it? Is it like
Oh, it's not natural.
like someone is doing this or something?
You see, like Echo's like, "Ooh, Fey magic!
I thought we left the Fae back.
It's all around us."
I mean, it could be anything.
Oh my God!
There are a lot
With
of
that
bad
level of
things it
an-
could be.
With that level of an Arcana check, do I know?
I
ideas
mean,
as
there's
to what
control
could be?
weather spells.
Yeah.
Control weather is a spell that is a thing. I think it's something out of your area of expertise by like a lot.
But I'm familiar with the concept that this is a thing magic can do.
Yeah, this feels like this kind of regularity and predictability seems like something that would be the result of a spell.
Yeah. So yeah, I just say like, I mean, I don't know why, but if somebody in the region capable of casting control weather spells, then they could certainly do this. I don't know why they'd be doing that.
Right. Well, I
Nobody
suppose
knows.
the real issue of traveling at night is the fact that we're not going somewhere. We're looking for something.
You know what?
It is a thing.
You're correct.
Damn.
I mean,
We don't even know what we're looking for.
For a woman with a specific type of shade of black.
Well, right. Trying to find black hair at night. It's going to be a bit difficult.
You know what?
that feels like some type of bard's ballad.
I wish we had
Trying to
our
find
bards.
black hair at night. Never mind. I'm sorry.
She went off to be famous.
Okay. So, GM speaking now. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to just wait until night and then try to move then?
I think that's our best bet because the snow, man, that's going to be brutal on our bodies. I'm pretty sure we can see farther at night than in the snow.
Huh.
Some of this is because yes, there is something else going on, but it's also more obvious because it's been like perfectly calm and clear every other time I've rolled. Like it should have been perfect, except for when it's blizzarding. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
And and it blizzards every like 8 hours.
Okay.
I'm going with the Fey Magic theory. Fey Magic 200, definitely.
It's because you've read Volo's guide.
Should we?
No, I'm
I
just
guess we
being
could try
expert at this
to
point.
like travel and just see if there's like a range or something. Like,
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if there is an individual,
you're in the general
area,
you're in the general vicinity of where you want to be.
Oh, okay, we're here. So,
And honestly, traveling at night is probably just safer than traveling at a whiteout in general.
Yeah.
Because whiteout, I don't know if you've all ever been in a whiteout. It's not fun.
it's not
oh
fun.
no, God no.
It's
Yeah,
awful.
I've been in one. It's god
terrible.
awful. The power's off. You might starve. You might be dead.
Now imagine walking around in a pseudo medieval setting.
So I guess we could. So
Probably even worse.
I guess we could leave this shelter and just explore this hex a bunch.
Yeah, that would be an option. It would be a series of survival checks to navigate this hex.
I think,
and you're combing a fairly large area with a lot of varied terrain. It'll take time.
yeah.
It'll take multiple checks and probably several days.
Unless anyone else has another idea, I think that might be our best bet to search this like place for what we're looking for.
What was Andrella's protest?
I don't want to waste time on this. Can we just like move in concentric circles and like expand our radius as we go, and then when we wander upon the house, we are there?
Andrella, I think that was her plan.
No, she said to like keep coming back to the hut.
Well, have a search during the day, search at night, and then have a place to camp and come back to. We can keep track of where we have searched, but
And remember, once we've been there, I know exactly where it is.
Do
I
you think
mean,
that we
that's a
could
mechanical
change-
thing, not a literal thing.
Do you think that we could change the
I
cart
have a
into
memory. Like a hawk.
a covered setup?
But I can't remember my childhood.
You want me to build a shelter on top of the cart?
And then we would always have the shelter with us as we move along.
is that possible?
That's what I'm asking.
We all look
I
towards
mean-
okay.
I mean, give me some rope. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Do we have rope?
I know Cecilia has rope.
Well, I don't know if that rope is good for building a shelter out of. It's not
He
exactly.
just punches you in the side. And he's like, I'm sorry. And he gets up and he like goes outside. So he like goes outside the shelter and then you just hear, fuck, it's cold.
You see me like take his
Well,
spot a little bit, like I kind of stretch out a little bit, like stretching room.
He can wait until nighttime.
Yeah.
Shh.
I
Let
don't
me
know
enjoy
why he
this.
did that.
Let me enjoy this real quick. Because I'm like the biggest person in here, so it's like
Yeah,
leg
that's
room.
true.
All right,
Roped up.
take a stretch. Are you good?
It feels good.
All right. So
yeah.
does
So
anyone want to have scenes before we go searching for things?
I don't think there's anything I wanted to talk to anybody about in particular. So.
Oh yeah, you never answer my message, Lily.
Oh, what?
Are you gonna give me lessons on Inferno?
That's something that can just happen. You need.
I know it's
How
like
many-
250 days.
Languages? Oh yeah, that's like a long process.
I mean, you got to keep track of that, not me. But
No, I'm like, as soon as she was to say yes, I was gonna mark it on your little time thing up there, because you have like a calendar of days.
yeah,
Like if you let me do it from point one, because I asked you at the beginning of the campaign, you kept ignoring my message. Like, hey,
Oh,
Paul.
I'm sorry.
Poke.
well, I mean, the campaign started on the 3rd day of the year.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
did it?
Yeah, it did.
Because I saw a 5 up there originally.
It should have started on the 3rd day of midwinter.
Hmm.
You travel 2 days. 2 days to get Tagatha's hut.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I thought it was like day 5 or something. Like it was 05, then like 15 up there originally.
Anyway,
Oh,
Scrabble, fuck off.
okay.
Oh, so you wanna you wanna learn Abyssal and then you would teach me Orcish?
Sure.
Seems like a good trade.
Sure.
Yeah, seems like a fair trade.
Okay. So, all right. So
5:15 is the start day.
here's what we're going to do. Are you trying to bring the horses?
Yes,
Okay. That's going to slow you down, and it's going to make it harder to search.
it's fine.
Yes.
All right. Who will be doing the searching?
Probably groups.
Well, you need someone to navigate. So that's probably going to be Echo
Uh-huh.
with Kirk's help. And then you need someone to like look for them. So that would be a perception roll.
Okay, I can perception.
So let's get the survival roll first.
Would I be able to assist Cecilia's
are you
perception
trained in
with her
perception?
advantage? Me?
Yes.
No. Do I have to be trained in it in order to
Yes,
do that?
you have to have proficiency to help.
Okay, I do not.
All right. Let's get that survival roll. Echo?
Okay, let me see. I have the advantage on it as
Do you
last.
need the
female.
weapon or encounter rolls? Wow.
I will need an encounter roll.
Just I'm getting to my sheet real quick.
32.
Let me click.
Okay.
We did good.
Nice.
We did
So,
Once, yay.
Cecilia notices this before anyone else. Like, Cecilia notices this before anyone else.
Uh-huh.
And Echo is able to lead you guys very clearly in the proper direction. You come across a stream that you have to find a way to get across. And so you follow the stream for some length and you eventually arrive at a bridge. And on that bridge is a hulking figure in dark clothing holding a large axe. And he's kind of like standing at attention like this
What color's their hair?
with the head of the axe in the ground.
What color's their hair?
Appears to be bald.
Oh.
Okay.
What color would their hair be?
Wait a minute, what color is the skin?
Well, it's dark, so you guys can only really see in black and white.
You know what? You got me on that one. Even though I have the eyes of the eagle and the memory of the eagle, I don't have the depth perception of the eagle.
I
think that-
you just don't have the color cones.
It's all good. Okay, so
So yeah, you see a picture. You see the figure. They have like a big silver. They're like 8 feet tall. They have like a big silver medallion hanging from their neck, and that's really
my
the only
heart,
thing.
I think this is a fellow Goliath in my heart, but I still be weary.
Yeah, I think the figure points to you. It doesn't say anything and just motions you forward.
I kind of give that guy. I give the grocery group that like hand like.
What's everybody else doing? Because you guys have just rode up on this guy.
What? Does that mean he pointed at you? Does that mean we can go?
No. Stop. And then like I just him to stay there, and I lean forward, like hit up forward.
Mm-hmm. All right, you can.
Okay. So you get like how close do you get to him?
But I stay within 30 feet of my party.
Okay. So you're at like reasonable talking distance.
Yes.
I think you get about 5 feet away from him, and he like stomps real hard and just holds out a hand for you to stop.
Yeah, I stop.
And then in a deep voice comes out in Orcish, not Orcish, in Giant. You've come a long way.
Yes, I have.
Why do you seek to cross?
We look for a woman with opal black hair.
I think this. You can imperceptibly the side of his lips curl, And yeah, you can clearly see he's Goliath.
Hmm.
Or some kind of giant kid.
Yeah, he's some type of giant kid. I speak in our native tongue of giant, I'm guessing.
Yeah. This whole conversation is happening in giant, so everyone's hearing like guts, gulps, and grunts and stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking giant would be grunt since it's kind of hard for a large creature to make a
Complex sound.
Yeah, it'd be more of a deep sound than anything else.
Yeah. And so then he just like readies his axe, like he's gonna like block you from passing.
I'm guessing you stand in our way towards the woman.
No response.
So be it.
It doesn't look like it's going well.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's usually not the.
Can we just
appropriate
pay?
body language.
Wait a minute. Is there like a tradition or people that we do like intimidation rolls to each other or flexing?
Make like a history check. Let's see if you remember.
I was actually gonna ask before this whole scene kicked off, and I didn't want to interrupt, but this is still my country land. Is there anything that I know about people like this that are like people that live in my country land?
Please roll your history.
Okay.
I'm me.
Just about as much as Echo.
You don't know why, but you know you're supposed to fight him.
We have money.
Basi-
Can we just give him like
Like you know that's what he wants. Is he wants to fight you.
can we just give him like 20 gold?
But can we do the macho thing and flex and try to outflex each other?
Would you like to try and flex him until he like gives up?
Yes.
You're gonna be
I want to do an
Flex to
Armstrong moment.
intimidate.
you're gonna Alex Louise Armstrong him?
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna outstream Armstrong him.
Okay. I don't think this guy is very smart.
Don't
So roll
worry,
for
neither
it.
am I. So it's gonna be basically our rolls. Okay, I rolled well. Hopefully you don't roll better than me.
What is intimidation based off of?
Charisma.
Charisma.
normally.
Oh, his charisma's bad.
Dang. Wait. So for us, all of a sudden they start.
Flexing.
There-
Like,
there's
Echo
like
at least
I don't
starts
think it's
doing
like a flex. I think it's like a battle dance or whatever. Like it's like there's like some like it's like but it just looks like flexing and power, and there goes my pop card.
Nice.
It just looks like flexing and power posing and all this other
Can you
weirdness.
circle a little bit? Like is at this point? Did it stop?
Yeah, you stopped echoing. You stopped roboting.
Still a little bit.
Actually,
So-
he just stopped.
Yeah, he just-
Okay. I stopped completely now. Did I
Now
come
you're
back?
here. You're back, sort of. I'm gonna fix my microphone. Anyway, after this glorious,
I'm back. Okay, at this point, you see me like take off my shirt and just like take it off as a finisher, and just do that last flex as the moonlight glistens off my back. At this point, you just see the areas like
I think he
Gotta make
just,
this as macho as possible. What's
just
that?
laughs, and then turns around and walks away with no more explanation as to what just happened.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away.
Just-
Really?
Just like deep laughing.
This was one of the weirdest things I've ever witnessed.
You see me grab my shirt, put it back on, grab my axe. Okay, guys, we can go.
Are we good?
Yeah, we good.
I think Kirkall is just looking at Echo like maybe this person's a lunatic.
Okay.
No, it's a Goliath thing. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. Fair. All right.
Whatever you did, it worked.
We're good.
I'm
Let's
okay
go.
with that.
Yeah. Okay.
And people call my people weird.
Cha-cha.
I mean, if it's part of their culture, that's.
Alrighty.
And we keep going.
I was totally expecting you to just fight this dude, but that works.
Right, now you gotta fill up 15 minutes. What you gonna do?
Well, okay.
Yeah. Can I get another survival roll?
I could go. Okay.
I just need one more survival roll and one more perception roll, please.
I have a question, Lily.
Uh-huh.
How is Cecilia doing her percepting? Is she standing on the cart? Is she walking around in the woods around us? Like,
I think the latter, like kind of like keeping like a radius around the group.
How is Andrella helping? Or how is Andrella trying to help and not helping?
I mean, I'm probably walking with her and talking to her.
That would be why.
Yeah. I'm like, Lily. Nope, your name's not Lily. In the game. Be like,
Echo, I still need that. I still need that survival roll, by the way, while they're doing this.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. 16.
Cecilia. How much I've seen you and Kirkall talk a bit.
Sure.
Does he tell you? What does he tell you?
Does
Does he tell you what has happened? Do you know about what has happened? I told you what happened, right?
I
You
know a
what
lot of
happened.
things that have happened. Like, do you mean anything in particular?
I'm trying to remember what the fuck has previously been discussed. Sorry. I can't remember what we've actually talked about before. To know where I can pick up logically in this conversation.
He has explained to you what a kirhat is. He's explained to you the significance that it is him asking to be with you in the afterlife if you desire that. If you don't, he will be with you until the time at which you die, and then he will go on and serve the Radiants for eternity.
So what I'm asking is, how much up to speed is Cecilia on all these things?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think Cecilia understands most of that.
No, yeah, because last time Kirkle and I had a scene, and he like kind of talked about it a lot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So do you mean the two of you and your thing?
Yeah. That.
I know a little. I know some things about it.
Well, and this is going to be why her perception's not so great.
Uh-huh.
I pull out a letter from my bag, and I'm like, so here's the thing. I'm just gonna hand it to her.
Oh.
Do you
Is
take
that
it
her?
and read
Is
it?
that her actual reaction?
A little bit.
Oh.
A little bit.
No,
Like,
I'm asking Cecilia.
oh.
No, yeah. I haven't read
She's
it
just
yet.
like,
I haven't read the letter yet, but like,
oh.
but I think she like assumes because nobles and stuff. Like, oh, so she takes it, carefully unfolds it, and like opens it. Is it what I'm thinking it is?
Dearest Cecilia, not dearest Cecilia, dearest Andrella.
Like, wait, what?
It's magical, and it's a letter that addresses itself to whoever's reading it.
Oh
No,
man,
no,
that'd be
no.
amazing.
I'm sure that's I'm making that a magic item now. Fuck it, it exists.
That'd be oh man.
That sounds awesome.
Right?
Dearest Andrella, I am sorry that your mother is sending you off to university in Icon. I miss the smell of your hair and the sound of your voice. I look forward to the day I see you again. All my love, Atron. And then there's like a little like celestial rune that you don't know what it means, but it's like basically like a kissy face.
What's that? I like point at it like and ask her like, what's it's important.
It is an affection symbol.
Ah. Okay.
Like a heart.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I take it back from you when you start fanning yourself. That was weird.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, nothing was steamy about that. Give it back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's some smell of your hair.
So you two were together or are still together?
We've been, despite the distance, maintaining communication and devotion.
I look at Kirkall and then look back at her.
I mean, Kirkall's like, 50 yards away or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
off
It's just
doing
off in
we're
the
off doing
distance.
survival stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh. Like,
He's
yeah,
probably like hammer lifting a log out of the way of the wagon or whatever, doing something really manly and sexy.
So I'm assuming he hasn't read that.
Ooh.
Right. So from what I understand, the thing is, it can have this sort of affection behind it, but it doesn't seem like it would necessarily. That might be a conversation about
So,
where exactly this is.
Tried.
Do you
Kirkle's not super good at saying these clearly.
do you want me to talk to him?
I mean, if you think that you can get a clearer sort of stance out of him, sure.
Sure.
But what I kind of think, I don't know. I think there might be an emotion there, but it's not. It doesn't. I don't know.
I get
I don't
it.
know.
Trust me, I get
This
it.
is not something that I ever expected to be dealing with because Atrin and I were very much in love with each other, and I didn't care that my mother was preferring that I should try and wed one of her people that she'd picked. I was gonna be with him.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this has kind of it's not normal. It's not what I would normally be dealing with.
Sure. Question, and speak truthfully. Don't just no judgment of any kind. I want to get a grasp on things. Obviously no judgment. You've seen what I do.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm fair.
Did Andrella just tell a sex joke?
Michael, are you muted?
No, I'm not.
No.
No, I am.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Is your audio gone?
No.
Is my audio gone?
Oh no, what happened?
Can you all hear me?
I can hear. We can
Okay.
hear you. I think.
Okay.
You're good?
Okay. Yeah, I accidentally flipped a switch.
Oh, okay, good.
I deafened
She pushed
myself
the
by
button.
mistake.
Okay, at least it was like a thing. It didn't just turn off. Okay, good.
You know. Good. Okay. Sorry. What did you guys say then?
No, yeah.
I said, did Andrella just tell a sex joke?
How do you feel about Kirkall?
That's complicated.
Sure. Is it? Say. Say there were a few baskets, and you had a thing to put in the basket to represent it, and one was labeled friends, and one was labeled
Lover.
Sex buddies.
Sex buddies. Lover. Potential future.
More. The other one is labeled more than friends, and another is labeled traveling companions. Where would you put the thing?
Cecilia, your analogy thing here is very weird. I don't know why you want. Do snakes deal with baskets? Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
I mean, we have baskets.
Look, he is, and I glance over at him to see him like lifting logs, and I'm like, he's very nice looking.
Huh?
Yeah, and that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. But and you know, I get that hot feeling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Atrin is he's so good with his words, and he's beautiful, and he's sweet.
So with Kirkall, it's strictly a physical thing.
Well, Kirkall is a woodsman type or something. I don't know. Like, I don't think he could dance with me on the dance floor of a gathering.
Is that's something that's something you care about?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure,
Like I said, no judgment. I'm asking.
Yeah, these are.
Okay.
I know I'm traipsing around in the woods, and I'm trying very hard not to complain about how terrible this is. But I mean, this isn't going to be my life forever, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna go back, and everything's gonna be fine. And I'm not. I mean,
Ideally,
do you think Kirkall would put on a suit?
possibly. I don't.
He doesn't strike me as the kind that I am used to talking with and whatnot amongst the noble courts. I don't know that he would be comfortable there.
Well,
Much less fit in.
Well, so I haven't obviously haven't talked to him yet to get an idea of where his feelings are, but people will do a lot of things when they love someone. I don't know if it's at that point, but just I wouldn't throw that away carelessly if the feelings go that deep.
I already love somebody.
Right. Yes. Exactly. I'm just yes. And
and everything with Kirkall's so complicated and confusing.
Right. Yes. Things happening in a Feywild, and yes, that's certainly.
And even outside the Feywild, I feel. Like
How do you think? What is your lover's name? Again?
Atrin.
Do you think Atrin and Kirkall would get along?
Oh, Lily.
I have what I think he would do, but I don't know what Andrella thinks he would do. You go ahead.
I mean, Atrin is an absolute gentleman and
Okay.
would be as polite as needed.
Okay, well, it's because there's a thing called a triad, where 3 people get together.
What? Lily.
I know, I have seen this, I have done this, it happened.
Cecilia. Sorry, wrong name again. Cecilia, that is not how.
I've seen it work very well.
Okay.
It's an option. I'm just laying out options.
Prince for the bed, baker for bread. You know.
If that's not something you would want, of course.
You have been great as a source of counsel and advice up until this very moment.
I'm just laying. If that's not something you want, that is of course fine. I'm just laying out. These are options that you may have not thought of. I'm just putting it out there. If that's not on the table, obviously it's not on the table.
That's not how Aasimar society's Aasimar love works.
Okay, then it's not there anymore. I'm just. They are options.
Okay.
So back on the other side of the world. So Kirkall.
Yes, Echo.
So can you give me some pointers?
Wait, why does Kirkall already look like he is exhausted from having talked to Andrella? He has not had a word with her yet.
No, it's just talking to Echo for any amount of time, because in his mind, he's like, what racist thing is Echo going to say to me this time?
So tell me about archery.
It's fun, I guess.
Yeah, because I picked up all these weapons before these arrows, and I'm like, should it be an option? Should I stay on the front line? Just, group, like war party stuff. Like, is just focus on like dodging on the front line, or should I shoot the enemy then engage, or you think I should just engage? I'm not really used to group tactics.
Um, uh, I mean, that's the Atron's voice. Sorry. I mean, in orc warbands, you most likely fulfill the role of a frontline fighter that can also retreat and provide cover from a distance.
Okay, so you think I should do more, a little bit practice archery, or work more on my, I guess, drawing aggro, or
Drawing the aggro?
yeah, drawing aggro. That's the word the fancy people says when I'm supposed to go out there and say, "Look at me."
Oh, you mean being the bait?
Yeah, that's the other term they use for.
I don't want to see you get killed.
Oh no!
So
no,
just be
most
smart
things-
about it.
Yeah, most things can hurt me that well because just all this orc fury in me. Sometimes I just gotta let it out. You know what I mean?
Kirk just looks at him like, okay, that was the racist thing he was going to say to me today. Totally.
Yeah, you just want to hit something really hard sometimes.
Yeah, I feel that way often.
Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm bloodthirsty or anything. I don't want to kill stuff.
Oh, heavens no.
I just like combat, man. But it's
Yeah.
like I don't want anybody to get hurt during combat.
That's not how combat works.
Usually in the wilderness, when I see things fight each other, they usually die. One things die. One thing
Yeah.
die. Or usually it walks away and then dies later from the lack of blood.
Here, Echo, here's my advice to you.
Yes.
Figure out what you're good at and then get very good at it.
Okay. I'm gonna say in mechanic terms, I'm coming up to my fighting style. In role-playing ways, I'm just like talking about like, we think it's the best fighting style that fits my demographic.
And I don't want to tell you which to do.
But it's interesting to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
And like if you sit down and have a conversation a little longer, Kirkall will talk about how his whole thing is move, shoot, cover, gain ground. Like he's basically a mobile missile platform is his role. His role. And if he needs to, he uses his short swords. So yeah, that's the conversation you have. You talk about like orcish military tactics. And he seems
like
fairly knowledgeable in like small skirmish combat. Like he was like taught this stuff. Almost like, maybe his dad's a king and he received a formal military education. I don't know.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, it's like for me, I like in my head, I'm thinking defensive like fighting style because I'm going to be up there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about taking level of fighters later, and I was thinking maybe archery wouldn't be a bad
just
go-to.
all the multi-classes.
Well, I want to take all the martial to show that I am a fighter. Like I can fight multiple styles. You get what I'm saying?
Echo the multi-classed monster. Hey, it'll work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, that feels like a good place to take our break.
Sure, sounds good. We'll see you in a few minutes. Enjoy the music and do your break stuff. We will do our break stuff, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.